It's business class from Siem Reap International Airport all the way to Heathrow. I'm planning to go and visit my mum, to be very honest, but I thought I'd share how I would find a cheap business class seat. I'm not in any particular hurry, so you can see on the map here it says 16 hours and 20 minutes. If it's 20 hours, I'm okay with it. Because I'm going business class, I can sleep on the airplane. There's the map. Now, first of all, I'm going to go to a website called Monando. Let's just find it here on Google. There it is, Momondo. And I'm going to put in, let's take out Bangkok, that's what I was looking for before, and I was going to put in the code to London Heathrow. And I want to go when? In April time. April, let's say April 11, coming back on 17. Yeah, it's a short. And you see round trip, one adult, business class. Let's do it. Excuse me, it's very early in the morning. So it'll take a little bit of time to get there. Malaysian Airline is not going to really help, I can tell you that straight away, because Malaysian Airlines don't fly from Siem Reap anymore. So let's look at Just Fly. And first of all, the prices there. So Vietnam Air is charging 3,155 American dollars. Again, 3,004, 3,004, 3,004, 3,004, etc., etc. The distance, the shortest, how many hours is that? It's 16 hours and 5 minutes, and on the way back, it's a 10-hour connection between Ho Chi Minh and here in Siem Reap. Not good. So let's go back again. Too expensive for my tastes. Now, I'm going to do Bangkok to London, same dates. I don't know why it keeps coming up with Malaysian Air. I don't want Malaysian Air. So it's going to Just Fly. And you can see the prices are actually going down. So Gulf Air is 2,464. Okay. It's a 50 minutes, a very short layover, and on the way back, 2 hours and 10 minutes in Bahrain. So there we go. There's one price for you. There are other ones, Egypt Air if you want to, but Air China, Air China, Air China, Air China. I'm just doing this on one website, for example. So now we got from Bangkok to London return business on 284 on Gulf Air, which is a pretty good airline. And you can see the total trip is 15 hours and 15 minutes, and the return is 16 hours 25, which is okay, including the stopover. But now you want to get from Siem Reap to Bangkok. There are a couple of airlines, just out of interest, I do know this one, and I would recommend something like Thai Smile. Okay, so I can put this in. I want to go from Siem Reap to Bangkok. I want it on 11, and I'll be arriving on Saturday, so I want to go there. I'll book that. I want to check, just to go back here. Where has my airline gone? It's sort of disappeared. Let's do that a little bit later. Okay, so now we're on Thai Smile, and let's see how much a return flight is on those dates. So to get there in the morning is 131, and to get there, it's really expensive, isn't it? Ooh. And let's say it's coming back in the evening time, so the flight is 255. So 2,400, let's say 2,005, plus an extra 255 at the same airport. You have 2 flights a day for this one, as an example, is going to cost you, let's say, 2,750. Perfect. Okay. What I would do then, I would go to Gulf Air directly, because these travel agents do get money from them one way or the other. Excuse my notification. And this bit I've never done before. I haven't flown with Gulf Air since the 1990s, and it was a flight from Hong Kong to Bangkok. So let's put in BKK to LHR, and let's put in the dates. April 11, coming back on 17, but I'm going to arrive, you got to think, in there. And I want to go in Falcon Gold, I would say, which I could imagine is there. I'm just looking at the picture here. I don't really like their configuration. You can see, look, 1 to 6 across, so it's quite a small business class. Access to the website is blocked. Oh. So when booking a flight, especially if you don't book very often, I would like take about a month, just spending about half an hour a day just searching and finding different variations, going to these websites. Another one could be like Skyscanner, which is very popular here. And you can see all different flights that will come up. Then I would try to go to the airline directly. Then I'd try to break down the flight and see if I could find it cheaper. A couple of years ago, I flew to Siem Reap to London, and it was with Malaysian Airlines before. With that, they did actually fly from Siem Reap, and it was like 2,500 American dollars. But if I did it from Kuala Lumpur to London, it was actually 3,500. So I saved myself $1,000 by doing the whole flight on one airline. So you can see how much money you can actually save. And again, this can work on first, it can work on suites, it can work on premier economy, and of course the cattle class at the back of the airplane, the economy. All right. So Skyscanner could be one, for example. You could look exactly at the same there. You could go to Expedia. I can't remember where my Expedia is. Here it is, and you can do it exactly the same. But let's say I just want Bangkok to London. I just want a flight. I don't want a hotel. The date I want to go. You may hear my cat crying in the background. I think she wants to go out. And coming back then, and you can see some different airlines possibly here, because there's so many choices to go to top destinations. But the smaller destinations I would say is going to be a little bit harder to do. Right, these are going to only do economy class first of all, so I want to go business. Click that in. search again. This is going to be in Singapore dollars, so you got to find the exchange rate. The exchange rate from Singapore dollar to the American dollar is about 1.3. So here we go. Air China is 22 hours and it's 3,700 Sing dollars, for example. So you can see this is far more expensive than the other one. So if I do 3700, divide that by 1.3, it equals 2,800. But you see it's a 22-hour flight, and you got to fly via Peking, Beijing. They're saying the airline of Malaysia is a poor flight because you have 16 hours, 32 hours. Oh, that's a long one, you see. So these are all poor flights. Satisfactory flight is the Air China one. They have Etihad. I actually found this on another one a lot cheaper than that. I found it for like 2005. Now let's change this around and let me put in Siem Reap, which is here. Same kind of situation, and see what prices they come up with. So can you see they have Vietnam Air. Now from Siem Reap to Hanoi is about an hour and a half flight, but they're charging in Singapore dollars 4,582. Divide that by 3.1 is 3,500. So they're charging $700 for a return flight from Hanoi or Siem Reap to Hanoi, when you can actually get it a lot cheaper. So you could get it on Vietnam Air, for example, for around about 3,100, when here they're charging it for 3,500. So that's a $400 save on business. Qatar Air is it's going to be a bit better for you, but it's 21 hours. So you can see, going through this way, going to Momondo, going to Expedia, going to Skyscanner, then going to the airline direct, and see, then trying to find a local flight as well, like on Thai Smile or Air Asia or a low budget airline, because it's only a short flight. You don't really need to do the business class seat if they have it. So there we go. This is what you need to do if you want to get a cheap business class or any kind of deal with an airline. You really got to search through all these scanners. You may have some frequent flyer miles. For example, I have them on Malaysian Airline, and you can do your air miles and cash to get to your destination, for example. So if you got like 2, 3, 20, 30,000 air miles, you can get it a lot cheaper with that. So that's another option that I would look to. But it may be a long flight. But if you're on holiday, does it really matter? And you're going to enjoy the business class luxury. So there we go. I hope that helps. I've been talking too much for this one. And it's just a matter of searching and going through lots of websites and going to Google, and basically you're just going to put in cheap flights business. And you can see Fairboom, Last Minute, Skyscanner, Expedia, Cheapo Air, One Travel, Business for Less, etc., etc. Okay, go for it. You can save yourself. You really can actually save yourself up to $1,000, and that money can go on, I don't know, a shopping spree in London. Won't buy you much in London, but there's an example. I'm out of here. Have a happy day, and I hope this video has helped you just a little bit. I would advise not to go to a travel agent direct, but you can go and have a look and see their prices, so you can always compare. Unless you're incredibly rich and it doesn't really matter, then, but if you're just like the normal person like me who wants a little bit of luxury on a long flight, then this is the part of the travel. It's the exciting part, trying to find that bargain. And that they are out there. You just have to really search for them. Have a happy day. I'm out of here. Bye bye for now.